Da 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 da. What's up, folks? We're back. I think we're secretly doing a 30 podcasts in 30 days challenge, unbeknownst. But we've been on such a roll that it's like you might as well push out another piece of content in one day. So once again, it's Max and David here from the Dope Marketing Podcast, Weed Market, and everything else that we do. And I know we've been on a bit of a tirade with pin debit and crypto and everything else, but I think we're going to talk about, because I was talking to somebody at the Cannabis Marketing Association, and it seems like one of the trending topics that a lot of people are actually looking for some help with. David, stop typing when I'm talking. Is actually AI, because we did a little bit of deep diving a couple weeks back, and we're going to screen share this with you if you're watching this on video. If not, you're just going to have to imagine what we're saying. But there are a lot of incredibly lazy, or really, I don't want to say, oh, it is lazy. It's pure laziness, but it's also like lazy to the point of risking your business. What are they called? Dispensary owners and website people and bud tenders and whoever is hired to write product descriptions for a lot of these companies, because you'd be amazed how many people just copy and paste product descriptions from Leafly or Weed Maps onto their website, which, depending on the actual product description, could get you in a whole lot of trouble. Because if you don't know this already, you cannot make medical claims on your website. You really just can't. You cannot make claims about cannabis helping. You cannot make claims about cannabis healing. You cannot.
If you were selling the product.
If you're selling the product, you can't like, this will help with arthritis or fibromyalgia or pain or stress or any of those things, or any sort of ailment. While we all know that cannabis is a cure for a lot of stuff, or at least it helps with a lot of stuff, you really can't make medical claims on your website. And there are a lot of really, what's the word I'm looking for? Questionable product descriptions on a lot of big named websites. So I think we're gonna go into that. I could probably present, unless you want to present, David. It's up to you.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I think if you're going to be showing off the yeah. I mean, I really
we don't get to play swap shares.
Yeah.
On that end.
Swap of shares, swap of cheeves, swap of choves. So how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing great. Thank you all for listening to. We've seemed to be getting more traction on this podcast, which is interesting. Not sure who's listening. Haven't heard any feedback. You know, it's kind of like the old, Mitch Hedberg joke. You know, you're familiar. You know, you're chuckling.
I know the name. I know the name, and I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not entirely sure which. And so, if it's what I was laughing at, if it was what I thought. Well,
no, because Mitch Hedberg had this joke where he was like, you know, I ran into this guy. I did a show, and then I was at the airport, and this guy, so he was like, hey man, I saw your show last night, and I was like, okay. Was it you know? So I run over to the guy. 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, I saw you at the airport, and you were good. You know, it's like, give us some feedback. Right. I'm really curious as this thing picks up traction. Like, I'd love to hear if anybody's actually getting value out of this, or if this is just us creating content just to, you know, build some sort of weird cult following or hater following or troll following. I don't know. If you're a fan of the show, please give us a shout out. And if you're not, you know, tell us why we suck.
We can only make it better with the feedback from you.
Yeah, we can only make it better with the feedback. That's actually what we did. We did with Weed Mart. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at so essentially.
I was picking a strain first and getting everything set up and prepped.
So as we all know, Leafly is a giant. What exactly? I mean,
they're
Leafly,
a media agency.
Yeah, Leafly is basically a media agency, but they have a massive database of strain content.
And so, for those of you that are following along with us, listening and whatnot, we went to Leafly. We searched sour diesel strain to look at their product description, and so their product description reads as follows: Sour diesel, also known as sour D and sour D's, is a popular sativa marijuana strain made by crossing Chemdog and Super Skunk. Sour diesel effects are dreamy, cerebral, fast-acting, and energizing. This strain features a pungent flavor profile that smells like diesel. Medical marijuana patients choose sour diesel to help relieve symptoms associated with depression, pain, and stress. Fun fact, sour diesel first became popular in the early 1990s and has been legendary ever since.
Okay, so that second to last sentence is the one that's questionable because medical marijuana patients choose sour diesel to help relieve symptoms associated with depression, pain, and stress. And all of those are hyperlinked to a different page on their website, which I find interesting.
Let's see where they go.
Well, I'm sure they have a whole thing about depression and best weed strains that may help depression. Like this helps generate traffic for them. It's interesting.
Can get you in trouble.
Well, it's interesting the way they worded it. It said that may help, but because Leafly doesn't actually sell anything, they can get away with
a lot more.
A lot of these statements, like I said, like I have some medical marijuana clients that do like medical marijuana, and they're actual doctors, and they can write stuff that says like, "Hey, this could help you with this." But if you're a dispensary or a cultivator growing sour diesel or selling sour diesel on your website or at your location, and you copy and paste this directly, you could be in a whole lot of trouble because now you're making medical claims that help lead a customer to make a buying decision. And unless you're a doctor, you can't do that. The FDA sends out a lot of letters on this kind of stuff. So
as a matter of fact,
yeah, they actually do. They send out a lot of weird cease and desist. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's from 2019. Shit,
that's just one. I did a cursory Google search and it was the top result.
Yeah, this is from 2019, but that's for who's this for? Nura
CBD Pure.
CBD Pure. They promote products containing this. The claims on your website establish that the products are drugs. There's like way worse ones that I've seen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, but the FTC and the FDA send out a whole lot of like these wonderful letters to people when they actually crawl your site, and all it takes is somebody to complain, and you actually get shut down from not necessarily shut down, but you can get fined, you can get penalized, you can get takedown notifications if you don't take it down, and it can actually get you in a whole lot of trouble. So what we started doing is if you just copy and paste the actual product description from Leafly and throw it into Google with quotations around it. And for those of you that don't know, if you put quotations around a search, it'll show the exact word, like how many times that exact phrase showed up in a search. So David just copied the entire paragraph from Leafly. The sour diesel, also known as sour D, and sour D's is a popular blah blah blah. And it shows about, what does it say, 2,000 results?
Yep, about 2,300 results.
Okay, 2,300 results. And we could probably click through each one of these sites if we open them up in different windows just to...
This page no longer exists.
Okay, so Saba ranks #1 for that exact thing, but I guess they're not selling sour diesel anymore. You have to review your ship settings.
Right here. What happened?
I don't know. You lost your screen share. Did you turn it off?
I didn't think I did.
Well, something happened. The technology.
I broke something. I reshared.
Okay, I see it. You must be over 21. So what site is this?
This one is exclusive Michigan.
Okay.
And so
they're smart.
They're smart.
They copied it enough to not put the medical claim in there.
Yep. So they stopped right at the last sentence before it.
Okay.
Kudos. Silver Therapeutics. Let's look at that one.
I don't see that screen. Oh, no, it's pulling up. Okay.
Let's take it in a moment. And this one here.
Yep, that's an exact copy. Medical marijuana patients. I see it. And that's such tiny text.
I have to zoom in every time I do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so they literally Silver Therapeutics copied and pasted this directly from their word for word, pretty much. And then they added in the growers say this. Was the growers say this strain grows best in a dry outdoor climate?
No, they added that.
So they added that. They added that themselves instead of taking out the medical marijuana patients. They added a sentence to make it unique.
Question for you on that end.
Air quotes. What's up?
How does this relate with SEO in regards to indexability? How would Google treat this because it's duplicate content from somebody else?
It's duplicate content, and essentially, this is an incredibly weak product description.
Fair enough.
This is. When you only have that's less. That I could count that. I want to say that's less than 100 words. But I think they added in effects and some other stuff into it that may beef up the page itself. I don't think these guys are necessarily trying to rank for product searches. They're just trying to throw a little bit of info on their site for their. And this is the whole thing. Once again, it goes back to most people just ignore their websites and do the bare minimum for this.
I was just curious how Google actually would treat this if
Google it's copy and paste. Google knows. We basically did a search, and Google knows this is exactly copied and pasted. But if somebody were to report these guys and say, hey, they're making medical claims on their website, here's proof, they could get into a lot of trouble. And this is rampant. You can basically search almost any strain on Leafly and find similar product descriptions. With
if not exact.
With medical marijuana patients choose whatever strain to help relieve whatever thing associated with this. And this is just. I can rant and rave about this for forever. For one, it's just lazy. For two, it's like, do you really sell it, or are you just putting the strain up there, But for three, it's like, this puts your business at risk. Like, there's so much shit going on right now in the industry with, not just pandemic, but from a bad business standpoint, it's basically why I just made the decision to stop working with CBD companies, because every person that I've ever talked to that sells CBD, unless they're selling like weird hemp derivatives that are like, yeah, it'll get you high, it's like legal weed. Anybody that I know that's selling CBD, essentially, they're like, it's helped me so much. CBD is the greatest thing in the world. It's Jesus and it's it's whatever. And they all want to make medical claims about how CBD saved their life, but none of them are doctors. And as soon as they put those medical claims on there, they get taken down. Like they can get fined. They can lose their business license or their business. Like, I may be exaggerating here. The fact is that you don't want an FDA takedown letter on your website, and especially not from something as simple as just deleting the medical marijuana patient thing, or writing your own product descriptions on a strain, because it's just detrimental to your business. So, David, what are you typing?
Prepping the next half of the content segment.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to stay ahead of you.
Yeah, I know, right?
That way we don't get dead air.
we just kind of impromptu this, but yeah. Essentially, it's like if you can go through and you can just kind of look at sites, and you can say like, hey, man, you guys shouldn't be doing that. So what's the solution? The solution is essentially don't copy and paste product descriptions from Leafly. And if you do, because you're too busy or you're too tired, make sure you remove the medical marijuana patients claims. Or, we've been cooking something up behind the scenes here that actually helps with this. We've been testing it, and David can talk about it a little bit more, I think.
And iterating it. So
yeah,
for roughly, I want to say a little over a year, I've been feeding a custom model for AI, or building an AI using a custom model and training it on the things you can say, the things you can't say, training it relative on the cannabis industry, cannabis strains, cannabis info, the difference between terpenes, writing product descriptions, writing content articles relating to cannabis, and just feeding it that kind of information to be able to generate that level of content that would give you a quality description, in that regard. So so while I forgot my train of thought, I actually went in space. I ended up space cadetting.
it happens.
So we ended up, I ended up training this to be able to assist users with the ability to make those product descriptions. Not every dispensary has the experience to
or
be
the budget,
right,
or the budget,
right,
or the budget to hire a writer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell you this, it's like for some clients we have dedicated writers for them, and that can get pretty costly. I mean, you're talking thousands of dollars a month just in writing product descriptions. So what do we look at?
So this here is the chat-based. If you're familiar with like Chat GPT and you can talk to an AI,
Okay.
This is our version of that. This is our version of that. We've been working. Again, this is entirely in full transparency. It's in a dev environment. We haven't completely released this yet, but you can ask it different things. So, like for instance, when Max was asking what I was typing, is I was telling the AI, write me a 1,000-word product description for sour diesel cannabis strain and make sure not to use any medical claims or say that it treats, cures, or mitigates any disease. And out of its results is sour diesel cannabis strain, a tangy and energetic delight. Introducing sour diesel, a renowned cannabis strain that has captured the hearts of many enthusiasts around the world. Bursting with a delightful tangy aroma and energizing effects, this strain has become a staple among those seeking a memorable cannabis experience. Let us delve into the enticing attributes of the sour diesel strain and explore why it has gained such popularity. Appearance. Sour diesel buds are characterized by their medium to large size and deep green color. Their leaves are drenched in a frosty layer of resinous trichomes, which give them a shimmering and sticky appearance. Additionally, fiery orange pistils weave through the buds, creating a vibrant contrast. Aroma and flavor. The name sour diesel is aptly derived from its distinctive aroma. The scent profile is dominated by a pungy citrus-like and diesel-like fragrance, which immediately captivates the senses upon opening a jar or bag of these buds. As for the flavor, users often describe it as a fusion of lemon, diesel, and earthy undertones. The tangy and skunky taste of sour diesel provides a unique and delightful smoking experience. Effects. Sour diesel is adored for its invigorating and uplifting effects, making it a go-to strain for those seeking an energizing buzz. Users often report experiencing a surge of creative and cerebral euphoria accompanied by a heightened sense of focus and motivation. This makes sour diesel suitable for daytime use as it can greatly enhance productivity and provide an overall mood improvement. Alongside the mental stimulation, some consumers also mention a mild relaxation that allows for a balanced experience. Cultivation. Sour diesel is a relatively tricky strain to cultivate as it requires specific conditions to thrive and reach its full potential. It prefers a semi-humid climate with temperatures between 70 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Growers should also ensure proper air circulation and ventilation as these plants can be prone to mold and mildew. When successfully grown, sour diesel plants can reach a medium to tall height, producing moderate to high yields of resinous buds in approximately 10 to 11 weeks. Conclusion. Sour diesel has cemented itself as a must-try strain among cannabis enthusiasts with its tangy aroma, invigorating effects, and delightful flavors. It has become an iconic choice for users looking to elevate their experience. Remember, while some users have reported positive effects, it's crucial to approach cannabis responsibly and consult professionals for personalized advice. Appreciate the characteristics and enjoy the unique attributes of sour diesel, whether seeking creative inspiration, clarity, or simply an enjoyable smoke.
How long did that take to write?
35 seconds.
Now, here's what's funny. If you were to go on Upwork or Fiverr or any of these like job things,
they'll charge you $350 for 10 of them.
Yeah, they'll charge. Well, I think that's for 100 words.
Yeah, for only 100. This was 1,000.
Yeah, so for because we've seen it. I'm going to take over and just.
Sure.
I'm going to take over presentation. Extra camera.
Ooh.
Share screen. So screen sharing on a different computer. Yeah, just fucking share the whole screen. I don't care. I'm not trying to hide anything here. So if you were to type in like, let's just go on Upwork, right?
I did it on Fiverr when I tried it. But I'm sure Upwork, you can find it on there too.
Yeah, let's just say, all right, let's go get started. Oh, come on. I don't want to do all this.
Do Fiverr then. It won't make you log in.
All right, so let's just say Fiverr, right? Because we all know what Fiverr is. Fiverr.
Wasn't it supposed to be initially something that you could do for $5?
Yeah, well, $5 isn't a lot of money these days. So, cannabis or I don't want to.
Just click the continue on the right.
Content.
Oh, never mind. I see what you're doing.
Content writer for product descriptions. All right, so I will write product descriptions that sell for Shopify and Etsy from $5. Let's go to Angel. She is a 4.9 star writer with 1,000 reviews. Okay. I will write one product description, one title description, 4 bullet points, 100 words included. SEO keywords. You can't do an SEO keyword thing for 100 words. That's your high converting description for $5. 5 for 40, 10 for 80, right? I can only imagine how terrible these are. So let's go look at somebody else. Let's go by let's go for pro if we want to hire a pro. Amazon best-selling listing copy expert. Abdus Samad. Let's see what he charges. He's got 5 stars from 21 people. One listing content writing. What the fuck is that? That's not even English. One listing content writing. Title plus bullets plus description plus backend search terms. 20 keywords research, 10 one page. How many fucking words? I don't understand. It doesn't even make any sense. Let's go find Emma Z. Emma Z, up to 50 words or more per description. 5 short product descriptions, $100. Up to 50 words. So you're paying $20 per 5 for 50 words. 5 product descriptions, 1 title, 3 bullet points, 50 words included per product.
Yeah, so it's $20 a price. $20 a product, 50 words per product.
20. So what's the math on that? $20 for 50 words. That's like 50 cents a word, give or take.
Sounds about right. 40 cents.
40 cents a word. 40 cents a word. We just did 1,000 word thing.
Which would be $400 using her math.
Yeah. I really just want product descriptions. Product description writer. Product.
I almost want to have us do at some point hire 3 of these, a low, a mid, and a high for one product,
and compare them,
and just compare the quality of what it is and compare it against.
Right.
I think that would be a cool.
Is cannabis in even here? Cannabis. Let's just see if there's a specialized cannabis product description writer. CBD content SEO. I will write your CBD medical cannabis SEO optimized content.
That right off the gate's concerning.
Wow, he looks like a doctor.
1,000-word article for $100.
Yeah, compelling copy for your blog up to 1,000 words. That's for basic.
And those aren't even actually product descriptions. That's just like a blog article.
No, that's your CBD. That's your CBD content SEO guy. CBD and cannabis product descriptions. I will write CBD and cannabis product descriptions. 5 times 100 word product description. So she's doing them for $20. $20 articles. $20 for 100 words. So anyway, if you have a store, let's just say hypothetically, and this is why people copy and paste from Leafly, to be honest, because who's going to pay somebody $20 to write 100 words? So,
100, 200 times, depending on how many products you sell.
Yeah. And realistically, what kind of product description are you going to get about a cannabis strain in 100 words? So this is why people don't hire these people. Let's go with their premium is 10 product descriptions. Standard, whatever. People don't buy what they can't. Here, this is great. About this cake, people don't buy what they can't understand. Makes sense, right? Unfortunately, this is something many CBD and cannabis companies forget. In order for people to buy your products, they need to understand how it can help them. This is where I come in. As an experienced and CBD cannabis writer, I create engaging product descriptions that convert to sales. Through clear explanations and emotive language, I will help you sell cannabis strains, cannabis concentrates, CBD rolls and tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD vapes, CBD-rich hemp strains.
Could you send me the link to that? I want to check something. I have a sneaking suspicion of something on that.
All right.
The way it's written and formatted is
that this is an AI written.
It's an AI. She had an AI writer. I want to check it.
Is there a chat here? Here, hold on. I'm going to stop the share and I'll pop it in the chat. I'm going to give you the link. There, you just click on that.
Yep.
Yeah, because it sounds pretty AI written.
It does. It doesn't sound
human.
Well, it sounds human written, but it's too. The voice structure and the way that it is. All right.
What do you got?
So, looking at. Yep. Give me one. It's still typing, so give it a moment.
Oh, okay. So essentially, if you just went through this, there's a reason why some people hire writers and other people just don't. Because I can tell you this, a 100-word product description isn't going to rank at all. We have clients right now that we do SEO for ecom, and we write 1,000 word, 1,200 word, 1,500 word product descriptions that rank extremely well. Like we literally took a client, we doubled their traffic in 2 months just by updating all the product descriptions, and I'm talking hundreds of product descriptions, but thousands of words each, and they're ranking page one for some incredibly competitive terms for this. And it's so when I see somebody saying like, "Hey, I'm going to charge you $100 or $100 for 500 word article product descriptions," like, what can you possibly say about it in 100 words? Oh, you shared this, so I got to add to the stream. Okay.
So down here, was the following text written by an AI? And that is her art. People don't buy what they can't understand makes sense. Right? Yes, the text you provided does appear to have been generated by an AI.
Did you train your AI to say that, or?
Are you sure? The text you provided could have been written by humans as well, but without further context or information, it is difficult. If you do press it, it may backpedal a little bit.
Okay.
But you could take I could take this. We'll say we take this chat here, and was this written by an AI?
You built a really smart AI.
And yes, the text you provided appears to have been written by an AI. It knows, because it knows humans are not that great. Like, we know English language, but it writes it an AI will write perfect grammatical sentence structure, active voice versus passive voice. When you're writing for intent, it knows how to write something that way. Write me a sales pitch designed to get a customer to purchase cannabis from my dispensary. See, that's what I mean. I can't, typos. I'm sure there's supposed to be commas in here somewhere.
Yeah.
From my, to purchase cannabis from my dispensary, Integrity Farms, rather than my competitors. Let's ask it that. So now it's going to generate a sales pitch. I gave it a voice structure I want it to do. I gave it the type of writing it was, and I gave it the bullet points that I want it to do. Right now, you see the little spinning little ball. It is currently formulating a response, and there it is.
Holy crap.
Unlock the world of quality and excellence with Integrity Farms Cannabis Dispensary. At Integrity Farms, we believe that your cannabis experience should be nothing short of extraordinary. We pride ourselves on offering a vast selection of premium strains, an unparalleled level of customer service, and an unwavering commitment to quality. When it comes to choosing the right cannabis dispensary, here are a few reasons why Integrity Farms stands out from the competition. Very few people actually write that well.
No. Right.
And so when you look at this, the English, the structure and how it is written, you could take anybody's, you could take one of your content writers, and you could look at the way they write and compare it against this, and you could actually see the difference in the way that it's speaking. The way that, a regular person isn't going to write A, that well, but B, it's laser focused. It's exact. It's on point. It doesn't drift, and it does exactly what you asked it to do. Versus when we write something, how many revisions do we have to go to actually get something that's well written? And to put it through it into a perspective, I'm going to copy this here. And I'm not sure if everybody on here is going to be familiar with it, but it is a reading level checker for text. Grammarly has one, but WordCalc, and you can actually just paste and look at the readability. And what it uses is what's known as the Flesch Kincaid. So the Flesch Kincaid of that sales, let me change my. So the Flesch Kincaid reading ease is a 44.1, and that the readability grade level for what that sales pitch was written at was at a 10th grade, somewhere between your a sophomore and junior year of high school. So looking at this, and that's Flesch Kincaid reading ease, the grade level of what's the grade level of writing, and that's how you can be able to, you can kind of tell what's going on at that point. So you can identify AI generated text. It is harder to do so. There, without context, as the AI said, it does make it difficult to do so, but you can at least get a good idea whether or not it is or not. It's based on who wrote it. I would not expect the national United States average reading level, I believe, is the newspapers are written at a fourth grade level, and so this is 6th grade levels above that, and so it's written at a even though it's at a high school level, it's written at a high level. And so the point with this is you end up with a AI generated text that is writing quality. It is going to end up writing quality content. It is going to write what it should. But you still you still have that ability to have it be known, but who really cares? I mean, at that point, if you're saving money, you're doing what you need to do. You have unique content that those things are unique as far as I'm concerned. And if it was me, I don't have a problem with having an AI write my text. I'll read through it. I'm not going to just rely on exactly what it says, because, not necessarily everything may end up going, but it can write the majority of what you're looking for you. And that's one of the coolest things about the latest technology trends that we're seeing, and how AI is starting to migrate and work its way into different, sectors, different areas. We're seeing AI chatbots on e-commerce now. We're seeing product recommendations being done over AI. Where they have robotic nurses in some hospitals. Even now, for talking about just in general from an AI perspective. It's crazy as to how far the technology has come, and it's definitely a tool that should be leveraged, especially in my opinion, in the cannabis industry, because you should have your products be well described. You should have, as Max was saying earlier, when you have your, we weren't sure whether or not that dispensary before was writing to rank. But if they're writing to rank locally, now you can start showing up for your products in search results for users and matching search intent to the products that you're displaying. And then now you can start ranking those products for keywords organically, which then gets you, when somebody searches, hey, I'm looking for your sour diesel near me, and you happen to be a local dispensary in that area, and you're SEO optimized for local, and you're selling sour diesel, and it's likely your product could show up in those search results. And if your product is showing up inside of those search results, then it's beneficial for you as the dispensary, because you're getting that extra traffic that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So with that being said, it's definitely worthwhile to check out. It's something we're experimenting with here on the back end of for our system, developing that kind of solution on for ours. It's a matter of time. It's close to being ready. We didn't go into a whole lot on that was just the AI chat. Our AI that we've put together, Scribetiva is what we're going to be calling it, is going to end up being, it has a social media writer. It can write emails. It can write blogs. It can rewrite articles. It can generate SEO, search engine optimized content, ads content, YouTube content, has an image generator. So it's not only a language learning model, but it's also a generative AI. And so it can actually also generate content, for you at that point. More so, you can you can generate tweets. Has a full, we're building out the entire API on that end to build an API connectivity and to write and build automations. On that end, you can do YouTube outlines. I mentioned the image generator, video ideas, video descriptions, meta keywords, ad copy, product descriptions, content spinning, article writing, blog post intros, LinkedIn posts. It can do a lot for you. And it's definitely a tool that I think should be being leveraged by a lot more dispensaries. Welcome back.
Yeah, I think I don't know. My internet's been weird these last couple of days. I think it's the heat here. It was the first time I ever saw yesterday, because it's 1 a.m. now. But yesterday was the first time I ever saw a red flag warning in my emergency alerts that come into my phone.
Oof.
Do you know what a red flag warning is?
It's a heat warning, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the you may combust.
Yeah.
Warning.
You can make some scrambled eggs on the hood of your car. Go on.
Yeah,
out.
basically, it's the don't flick a cigarette butt out the window, because you may ignite you may start a fire.
Yeah. I'm going to send you a little mini Arctic fan to just stick next to your router.
No, I've got 2 fans blowing in here, plus the AC's on.
Right, I was going to say sticking it at on or at the router, build you a whole little,
No, I don't know if it's the router or if it's just the it's just the internet.
You can liquid cool it if you filled up a aquarium with mineral oil.
I don't think it's that. The house stays at a decent temperature. So
okay.
I think it's actually the provider that just keeps going down. Yeah, the lines just keep doing whatever, and it crashes. So anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good, man. We were I was just wrapping up the segment, a piece of what I was talking about.
Oh, Scribetiva. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this little beast can do a ton of wonderful stuff, to say the least. And I mean, we literally we took a site. We use this on one of our Weedmart client sites, and because we know how busy they are, and use this wonderful tool to write product descriptions about all of their vendors, their product descriptions for their products. Hell, even fill up some gaps in their About Us page and some other stuff. And needless to say, it went from being a blank site to a really robust site. And we've seen their traffic increase immensely just from this kind of stuff. So I know I did.
Ahrefs actually.
Yeah. Nah, don't even do that, man.
Okay.
Because then we're gonna have to share client stuff, and I'm not trying to pull up my Ahrefs dashboard with every single person that we have in that.
True. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we're already getting no, we're already getting pinged.
Right.
We have enough people trying to hack our code for Weedmart Pay that I'm not trying to publicly announce who our clients are.
Yeah, let's give them an entire client list, right?
Yeah, let's give them an entire client list. By the way, fuck you so much for doing that. And I'm not even saying what company it is or what multiple companies they are, but fuck off. Because you're still not getting in. But
Oh, I was looking at it not to share it, but I was just looking to see I wanted to make sure I could say it before I said it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I track it. I track it.
Yeah.
I mean, their analytics are through the roof, and their search results are steadily climbing. And this is a site that's only been up for 2 months, maybe, and we only did the updates maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So we've seen
already rankings for some keywords for their competitors' products.
Yeah, for their competitors' products, for their brand names, for stuff like cookies, for some of the vendors that they sell. Because they're not vertically integrated. They're just a dispensary. And
it creates really good weed porn.
You mean like to read or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, Playboy for the articles, right?
Absolutely. You read. I mean, if you're looking for a robust product description, or if you're looking for any sort of content on this, David trained this to pretty much keep it as compliant as possible while making it compelling for a reader to use. And we will be rolling this out on our platform and for clients and as its own little product to help dispensary owners and cultivators write their own product descriptions about the strains they're growing, because that would actually you kind of need that stuff. And it's even got an image generator too that have you ever seen this person doesn't really exist or this person doesn't exist.com?
I know the site, I think.
Okay, that if you ever go on that site and see the fails of the people that they make, where like the eyeballs are over here and the teeth are over there, it's a little ridiculous. But I know I did a post, or I did a really short blog thing a couple of months ago. Hell, it might have been 6 months ago when ChatGPT first started taking the craze, and I was kind of bashing AI. A little bit, just because, for one, like if you're looking for current events, actually, does this one do current stuff?
Only if trained. Only if I feed it the data. I have to feed the data, then I can ask it.
Right.
But not prior. So technically, no. I suppose.
Right. So you can't be like, Maryland just went legal, right? If you can't be like, hey, what's the what are the current cannabis laws in Maryland? There is a limitation on AI, but for stuff like this, for product descriptions and things like that, like this is pretty good. What is that, Mulan? Oh, this is cool. And this thing just generated the.
Yeah, I told it to generate 10 images that are professional photorealistic women smoking cannabis.
Okay, so we have her. We have her. We have her. Actually, that's a pretty dope picture.
That is.
She looks like she's punching herself in the mouth.
She does.
And that looks like Velma from Scooby-Doo. But these are all. Like if you're talking about like cool, dude, save some of these, man. Like these are good. We can use these on sites. But if you're talking about like photos that aren't going to be. Oh, that's funny. The same like copy and paste from Google, or the same like let's jack something from the stock photo site. Like this is a great resource to create some. Dude, those are all pretty awesome, actually.
They're not bad.
Except for the woman punching herself in the face, but even that's kind of funny,
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's just like it was intended to be like I'm smoking and hey, thumbs up.
Is it thumbs up? Because it looks like she has brass knuckles.
That's your thumb. Those are rings. She has a ring on her middle finger and a ring on her thumb.
She has a ring on her thumb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should probably put my glasses back on.
Got to put your readers on.
Yeah, but even her, like that one,
Yeah.
the second one, like she looks stoned. Like I like
Yeah.
it, you know.
It definitely captures it.
That's hilarious. That is so hilarious. So yeah, so this thing can make images. It can do everything. It's essentially a wonderful dispensary tool that you could use to generate products for your the right product descriptions. And essentially, I mean, we use this to write an entire website.
Yep.
You know, I think the entire Scribetiva landing page and all the content on Scribetiva was written by Scribetiva. So
yep. It was all everything on Scribetiva's homepage was written by the AI.
That's pretty awesome. I love it. I love it. Even all that stuff, even all that,
everything.
Yeah.
It did
That's
not.
Hilarious.
I did not write anything independently. I had the AI do it.
Oh, I'm really. You know, it's really funny. I want to see if we can rank this site for like cannabis content writers, or like AI content writers, and just see how quickly we can rank it. Yeah, we still got to make that video. I think this might be the How It Works video.
I think it might.
No, we should probably get a little more high energy and not do it at 2 a.m. But anyway, so for those of you that are thinking about using AI or copying and pasting content from Leafly, don't copy content from Leafly. Contact us. Get on the list for when we actually launch this live, and we'll let you know. And the pricing, I mean, you can basically build out. If you run this, what were we talking about? I think we mentioned it the other day. Like I was talking to somebody at a show in Baltimore, and they were like, "Yeah, we have a whole dedicated team that just updates product descriptions all day." I don't know if they're actually writing content or not, but if they're just filling in like what's in stock and what's not in stock. But if you saw how quickly this thing spits out 1,000-word product descriptions, I mean, if you get inventory every day or inventory 2 or 3 times a week, this will include the brand name. This will include your vendor name. And I know a lot of cultivators still to this day don't have websites for whatever reason. Like this will actually, if you're a cultivator and you just need a website for your grow, this will help you like write your content for your grow.
This is the other piece we didn't talk about. Was the fact that Scribetiva is also built into our e-commerce solution in the form of a plugin for dispensaries to utilize. So when, if you're using, I'm using, right now this is BioTrack, but in the event on the dev server right now, but if you were using Metric, for instance, and your products came in, you just received a transfer from your supplier, and you're going in, you activate the package. Our system will see that you've just got a new shipment in. It brings the products in, and now you got the new products in. If the products don't already exist and the products aren't in the system, it'll create them. But when it creates them, typically you would have to create a new product description or a new, and whatnot. This will see that and automatically generate that description for you.
Right.
Beyond that, it also has that capability for AI writer, which was something else that we've also put together for just blog content.
Yeah.
To keep your site fresh, to keep new things. This is some of the articles that were generated via the AI. Anyone's in here specifically for you, Max? That you liked?
Exploring Maine's premier cannabis dispensaries.
All right. Do you want to do the later on?
The bottom.
Oh,
what?
I was going to say, do we want to do the reviews from the gates at some point?
Reviews from the gates.
WWJS.
No, not yet.
Okay.
No. That's.
For all of you, it's an inside joke, but the point is that we.
Oh boy.
Unsuspecting people.
All right. I'll tell it as a weird kind of joke. I started a What Would Jesus Smoke website, and it's www.jsmoke.com. I'm still building it out. It's just kind of like one of these weird, like, haha projects.
Side project, yeah.
But I think, yeah, didn't you like write
Yeah, I had
Like-
the AI. I had the AI write content, and
in the
From
words
the
of
point.
in as from God? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like God.
heavenly reviews from your highest critic.
Yeah, that's what it was. And it was they were hilarious. Just to stress test the thing. Are you gonna pull up this article? These articles?
Yeah, I
that you
did.
wrote,
It's just we were talking
Oh,
and I
okay.
didn't click. I just didn't click the button.
Oh, okay.
So, exploring Maine's premier cannabis dispensaries, a focus on quality and variety. Introduction: Maine's blossoming cannabis industries witness a surge in high-quality dispensaries that cater to both recreational and medical users. This article will delve into some of the best dispensaries in Maine, focusing solely on their products, services, and overall customer experience. It's important to note that this article does not make any medical claims or reference to the treatment of any diseases, conditions, or health issues. The Cannabis Shack. Located in Portland, Maine, the Cannabis Shack.
We don't have to read the whole thing. Essentially, it's spun up an entire piece of content.
Listicle.
Listicle. Say that 6 times fast.
Right.
Yeah, but listicle. It created a listicle of the top 7 cannabis dispensaries in there. I personally, if I ran a dispensary, I would have put mine in there. But
Right.
I'd be like, make sure you include this
In number 1.
Yeah. But I mean, this is just based on. I'm not sure where it correlated the data from, but it basically pulled it in. Could be from Google reviews. Could be anyway. It created this article in 30 seconds. And this is what is this? This is July 16th. So this is when we first started really testing this to see what it can do. And today is officially August 1st. Happy August. Happy August. But anyway, so yeah. So if you're looking for a good AI writer for help with your cannabis dispensary, I think we have one. Yeah, and if your website is with us, you get this. If you don't have your website with us and you have, you're still stuck with whoever you're using, or you just really don't, you could just get a membership to this and pay monthly, and you'll have the ability to write 1,000-word, really well-written product descriptions in 30 seconds to keep your writing budget low and your content really high. So, yeah. And once again, we hit an hour. So,
We're pretty good at that.
We are really good at that. So I just want to thank everyone for listening, hanging out, spending time with us for this one. Do feel free, subscribe, share, do this, pop it around, share it around, do whatever you got to do.
Feedback. Let us know what you'd like to hear about.
Yeah, let us know what you'd like to hear about, because I do have a feeling as we go through this unplanned 30 days of 30 content posts of posting. We're going to start running out of ideas to talk about, and we're just going to start making shit up or telling like stupid stories, which may be fun. But if you want to be a guest,
we should do that every Sunday.
Yeah. What, stupid stories?
Yeah, just have story time on Sunday.
Oh, I got plenty of stories. I got to filter them in my brain to make sure nobody goes to jail for mine. But
has it been over 30 years?
No, because I'm gonna be 45 in like fucking 2.5 weeks. So no, and I'm not telling. I'm not doing when I was 15 stories either.
No.
When I was 15, who cares? Let's tell some other fun stories. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. We super appreciate it, and we are out, and we will see you tomorrow, I guess. Unplanned for, maybe planned for, whatever, for another wacky fun world of dope marketing podcast. Wait, go to Scriptiva.
Yes.
And sign up. Yeah. All right. Bye.